Dear Cornucopians, fellow members of the Discord channel, welcome from Spain. This is the sea behind me, so you can see it as a proof that I'm really in Spain. Oh, this could be anywhere, but really this is the Costa Blanca, this is Spain. My name is Mike. You may know me as Mike Phoenix from the server, and this is my own Cornucopias experience. What's the reason for making this video? So actually the first reason, I wanted to show you how beautiful Spain is, but it's bloody cloudy. And also the sea is not really that color that we get used to. Normally it's more blue, this is more green, this is more yellow, but now everything is like a little bit like grey. That's not the main reason. Today, this is the 30th of May, 2023 is the 1 year anniversary when I joined the server of Cornucopias. So this is my 1 year anniversary with you guys. And also, there's a second reason. I watched Copy Coffee. Yes, so the ice has broken. I'm going in. Because the rest I want to tell you that I want to talk about is... Ba-bam. This is the Copy Cafe episode 52. I think I should start with a little bit of introduction. Like, I'm not sure if this is if there is precedent for this, or I'm the first community member who's making. Wait a second. Yes. So I'm trying to sit like you can see behind me. You can see behind me what's going on with the coffee. If you missed it. So I was known from many things. Like, I'm a big holder, right? Yeah, so at first time I have to say I have hundreds of NFTs, Cornucopias NFTs. I have many other NFTs also from other metaverses. I have thousands of tokens, AGIX for example. This is not a financial advice. So yeah, I'm kind of an investor type, not really like a gamer type. But I do play games, I have experience also, and whenever I have a conversation on Discord, I'm trying to make an investor approach. So like having a conversation like from an investor perspective, like, okay, how is this going to work? How is this going to make me more money or something like that? I know the makers, the founders of Cornucopias would like to make this as a decentralized, democratic, free play for everyone. I'm happy for this. But also, one game, if it's a game or if this is like, I don't really want to call this a game, I would like to call this as an open world, which we all hope that we are going to get. Even an open world needs business to be successful. So it have to be, the foundations of the strength have to come from a business perspective. Otherwise, there will be no payments for the developers, there will be no payments for the operators, there will be no money for the servers. So my approach has always been a little bit strict, not like most of the funds, like, yeah, for everything. I was a little bit skeptical, and sometimes I got the criticism that I spread FUD. The funny thing that first I didn't know what FUD is. Now I know. Wait a second. Fear? I forget the U. Fear? I forgot it. Okay, but something like fear, and so spreading like stupid things about the project. I'm not doing this. The reason why I wanted to introduce myself to you is, as I said, this is my first anniversary with you guys, and I watched Copy Cafe, and that's the second thing that I was known of, that I'm not watching Copy Cafes. This is the 52nd episode already that is running behind me, so I've missed already 51 episodes. See now the colorful buildings? I like that. And maybe not. So I'm not that. I'm really a fan of this new metaverse concept in general. And let's say from the beginning, I've had many tokens like Ethereum. I never had Bitcoin though. So I'm staying away from Bitcoin because there's nothing in it. It was just the first ever and that's why it gets the hype. The corn guy is really funny. We should bow. So for about a year ago, 1.5 years ago, I decided that I'm going to go with Cardano because it was small, it was cheap. These were the main reasons, and I've seen the potential to grow big, and I'm happy that Cornucopias finally decided to develop on Cardano. The price of ADA is not really reflecting the technical possibilities in Cardano, so I'm not happy about this as an investor. But I think the Cardano ecosystem is very good. So I thought while I'm waiting, it was just an accident a year ago. I thought while I'm waiting for the ADA price to go up in early 2022, I thought, okay, let's see what this metaverse thing is. What can I do with the money? And then I developed this idea that, let's say, I'm waiting, sitting in ADA, and while I'm sitting in ADA, I might be able to increase the ADA, and when ADA goes up, I can exchange more money back to fiat. So that was the reason why I decided that almost now, there were limits at the beginning. I said, okay, maybe I spend 2/3 of the ADA into several projects, and maybe I keep 1/3 as a reserve. Now I don't have any reserves. I spend it all on projects. So I'm not really a strict investor, you know. From Sun Tzu, from the Art of War, I say like, according to the circumstances changes, you change your plans as well. So I kept to myself for this, and I spend all the money really on investments. The metaverse as a concept is very interesting in general. Like, it means it's not going to be just a game that you can walk around, because these games are with us for more than a decade. Unreal 5 engine, perfect, good looking. But to be honest, we've seen this before. If this cannot give more than just the graphics that I see behind, it's not going to work, guys. I'm telling you now. These graphics you can see in all the popular Xbox or PlayStation. I nearly said 4 because I only have 4, but I know PS5 is also out. So you can see these Call of Duty, and I'm playing now something Destiny. It's the same game like this. But if we can give some spirit into it, what would this be? Now, if you remember Star Wars, or I don't want to hurt the feelings of the fellow trekkers. I shouldn't say fellow, because I'm more like a Star Wars fan. So the trekkers, let's say if this would have been Starfleet Command, I mean all the environment, or this would have been maybe Endor, or it would be the planet Hoth, or anything from Star Wars. That would be a massive fan base to jump on it. So when you start a new project and you start from zero, then you should consider something like that people can attach to. There are two things. The first thing is that as an investor, as a business, I think this is going to be huge. You know, all of my friends played World of Warcraft, World of Tanks, or I'm playing now World of Warships, which is just similar to World of Tanks, but with boats. Funny that the name tells you already. So all in these games, you just play, and in order to advance, you have to play a lot. So you get experience, you get points and everything, or you can accelerate this by purchasing premium, coins, gold, whatever. So let's say in-game purchases, so you have to spend money. I had friends who spent like, I don't know, like 100 euros. Or for the US viewers, this is like, what, like 90, no, it's 100, it's more or less 10%, so it's $110 every month. And considering that I think World of Warcraft had over 180 million players, and World of Tanks also had, I think, around 80 million players, that's a huge amount of money monthly. So these were the games, the first generation, when we could play online with many other gamers. The copy cafe machine, you see? The copy cafe racing something. And this was like pay to play. And the new concept, saying like play to earn, that got me. Not that I really would like to play, but I like to invest in certain things, like my investment immediately comes from, I'm not like a regular flipper, like I buy something and I sell it cheap and then I sell it more expensive. My strategy is like I bought a massive amount of land, and when it came out that there will be staking, guys, I'm still waiting for the vehicle and dome staking. I also bought a lot of domes and vehicles. So I'm hoping for some vehicle renting. So I'm always happy to see these scenes when I can probably see some utility for my vehicles, which I have many. So from an inspector point of view, I'd like to rent these out. For the land, I may want to build something. I may want to use it for my own purposes. I forgot to tell you this. This video is on my YouTube channel, which only has something like 5,000 subscribers or something like that. It's not a big deal, but I decided to put it on YouTube. As I said, I'm myself a video maker. I'm making videos about politics, economics, and all the fun, and also, you know, just walking around the beach. People like this. I have a bit more than 60,000 followers on Facebook, and given that I'm Hungarian and I'm only making videos in Hungarian, and Hungarians are only 9.5 million, this is a big number, fairly big number. My biggest reach is 1.5 million, so let's say I reached more than like 18% of the country. That was a war movie, unfortunately. So I'm just telling you that I have experience making these videos. I have experience communicating with people. I have experience what the makers of Copy Cafe or the Discord channel like Rob and Josh and all the moderators are experiencing, that sometimes stupid people, like you think I am also, like stupid people are coming and they are ruining all the experience that we are trying to build. Yes, I have experience with this, but you know, sometimes these questions are legit. You have to answer that if there's a big amount of money. You see this? I really like this, that they are going around, and I think this is the point when Rob is saying like someone was walking here in high heels. Now, so this is not Star Wars, this is not Star Trek. You are creating something new that have to create a huge fan base like World of Warcraft or World of Tanks did, but it will be a game changer that people should be able to play and earn. So this is going to be a new kind of economy in the future. This is going to be like, I think Facebook is going to go bankrupt. This is why I bought domes. Because at this moment I'm making all my videos, so all the income from the AdWords, all the paid videos. Actually, Facebook just stopped the possibility to make live videos, paid videos, so I can no longer earn money from this option. So I bought domes because I want to build my own dome. It's a huge dome with an audience and everything, so people would come there and they would pay for my videos that I'm just making for you now. That's my second business concept. I think Facebook is going to go bankrupt because people in the future are going to want to log in as they wake up. As they wake up now, they want to scroll through the Facebook page. Oh, well, what's this? What happened? What this guy did? What? Now you want to, at the morning, you wake up, you want to go to the metaverse. You want to see, first of all, your income. What did my little things earn me while I was sleeping? And second, you want to see all your friends, all your interactions. You want to see how maybe you start a development or something, you know, and by the morning it will be ready, you start the next development or something, so it will be a constant connection. Why Star Wars was such a big hype? You know, as I said in the beginning, this is beautiful, yeah, the view above the earth and everything, but we've seen this before. This is not going to work, just based on the graphics. However, it's much better than Pavia. I've been participating the December event when they had a live video. They allowed us for 1 hour to log into the server, and I played it. I forget the name of the other engine. I forget things very easy. Graphics are different, but the feeling was there. It was like the Neo-Romancer from William Gibson. Remember the book, or Chiba City, or you know, all these things that the cyberpunk feeling was there. Now, what can you do with this? Star Wars was successful. I mean, the first 3 movies, because there are no more Star Wars movies. So forget the Disney crap, whatever. The first Star Wars movie was I think great, because it wasn't like the shiny sci-fi Hollywood-made set decoration and everything was new and everything was like, okay, this is just the model, it's not real or anything. If you remember the stormtroopers, they helmets, their armor, their weapons or something, they had wear and tear, chips and dents, and some fading of the color of the paint. So it was like also the X-wing pilots. You know, the rebels were this, I know that was not machine gun. This is a World War, the first World War plane that I was playing. But yeah, when they went to the first Death Star, and you know, I'm going to hit the tunnel, I'm going to do it. So the X-wing pilots also had this helmet and their whole clothes and everything, like a little bit dirty, a little bit oily, a little bit wear and tear. So this was the thing that you felt like, this is not a movie. Had they have a GoPro camera in 1977 when this movie came out for the first time, you would have thought that this is some kind of a reality or something. I'm there. I can be one of the X-wing pilots, or I can be there. Darth Vader is like, you just hear this and I'm not telling you now because I'm moderating myself what you would do in your pants when you hear this. So if we can find this in Cornucopias, I think it will be very successful. From the graphics, not really. While this is running behind me, I'd like to show, and here comes that I have to mention two persons who were inspiring me, because this is my 1-year anniversary, and this is a tribute to you and to Cornucopias and to the Discord channel. I have to mention two persons who influenced me a lot. One is Not a Bot. He's a moderator. Not a Bot was the one who always kind of, when it seemed like there's gonna be a fight, he came in and he put things down, like several things. Just guys, let's talk about it. He always talked to me like he thought that I'm not that kind of a crazy person that I look like. Now you may change your mind when when you see this video. So after I withdrawn myself from Discord, like in mid-April or something like that, I had other things to consider, and I thought that sooner or later, if something big happens, I will know about it. So he contacted me in DM, and ever since we had little conversations time to time, and he just told me today that, okay, now is the time that you should watch the Copy Cafe. So I did, and I told him, you are a cheater. You're asking for a finger? I mean, I'm giving you the finger, and you want my arm. Because he said I have to watch not 1 Copy Cafe, but 3. Because they all have leaks of the new gameplay. I think the guys are finished, so I wish I had the remote control, but now I have to walk around. Yeah, the gameplay. This is, you see, guys, this is what really not interests me a lot. Because I've always been a loser. You know, you may find this interesting that I'm showing you my face, my voice, my house. Yes, this is where I live. And you can see my YouTube channel now. Probably you will find my Facebook channel also. It doesn't matter that you don't understand Hungarian. You will see why. I have nothing to hide. So I'm a real person. I'm a real investor. I really put money in this, and I stand for my opinion. And exactly this is the reason why I'm putting this on YouTube, because some of you may not have Facebook accounts. Some of you may want to hide your identification, or for whatever reason, a YouTube video can be watched by anyone. So Not a Bot told me that I have to watch these 3 things, and he was always like kind of a person who had this special ability to handle people. Sometimes I was kind of participating in overheated conversations. I always remained calm, even if you think that that I was arguing or I was angry or something. None of these feelings I'm having. So I'm not having any of these feelings. When I argue with someone, I have arguments, I have reasons, I have facts, I have legitimate questions or something. I mean, when when the other party is just throwing fun style hype without any facts or anything, that I really don't like that. So that's why I'm not chatting too much recently on the Discord. So Notobot is the first person who I'd like to mention and thank for his work for all the month and for all this 1 year. And the second person is Sakura from Shanghai. Recently, I'm seeing Sakura Shinjihiro, or Sakura, I can't say your name, but I always had interesting conversations with you because you always had the argument part. You always had real reasons, even if sometimes we disagreed, you had other opinions, but you was capable of arguing normally. Now something changed because sometimes I just read something and now I see like you split. It's kind of a schizophrenic something. There's a girl and there is you, or I don't know what's going on, but you're the second person that I like there. There are many others that I don't want to name, and probably, I don't know if you feel hurt or something, but my time is limited here. Time is running quick. I'd like to show you two other things. Because Notobot made me watch 51 and 50 also. So, and this, yeah, and this is the video from the first. No, this is the video from 50. Yeah. So this part when you come out of the tunnel and suddenly it's light and wow, you see all these lights and you see that, oh my god, this is really a station or something. That was a cut here, I think, a cut scene.
This is our exit. Let's get off right here.
And you're going out?
Yeah, if you can come over this way.
Metro.
Mythical Mike, turn around. Mythical Mike. Mythical Mike. Why is it called Mythical Mike? Turn around. Let's have a look.
Josh was calling this Mythical Mike. And someone just told me many months ago that I was mentioned in one of the Copy Cafes, that there's a guy in the Discord channel who doesn't want to watch Copy Cafe. Who is that? And someone told me that this happened. So I think Josh named Mythical Mike after me. So he was waiting for this occasion so I can come here and I can see. This was like a test. So if he calls this guy Mythical Mike and I will see, then I will come forward and I will make this video and then I will confess that I watched it. So you won. I watched it. And I know you did it. I mean, you named it after me. Doesn't matter. I'm not sure if you remember Back to the Future when the guy went back to the future and he opens the DeLorean and he walks out. It's a little narrow street, but he walks out and suddenly it opens everything and the big shark is coming like that. Remember this scene? This is how I felt. So from a smaller place, you got out of the big place and suddenly everything like, this is the future, oh my god, this is the future. This is the feeling that it gives. This is the kind of spirit that I'm looking for something. So just this scene, I think, can sell more than the entire, I don't know, like what you've seen behind me, 20 minutes and racing and anything. This is nothing for me. Now the second, and I stopped it here, the gameplay, this is, I think, from episode 51. Yeah, you see all these big billboards. And the big apartment buildings behind it. I can start running.
Luxury Valley Grand Hotel.
This is a hotel.
Got the
you see, future classic.
Rogue Tactica. Interesting.
First is this. As an investor, I'm really interested in who's going to hold the right to advertise on these big billboards. Because if we consider that really millions of game players, I know, I think I've heard something like there will be limited number of users who can go to the server at the same time. So probably, I don't know, like 100, 200, 300, something like that. And there will be multiple servers. So all these millions will be split, but at the same time, there will be hundreds, but they will still see the same billboard. Super huge money. Even if you don't own assets like land or vehicle that you can rent out, having the right to operate these billboards, I think will generate a huge income, absolutely huge income. Imagine that these billboards could be clickable later on, like that could be an interaction. You get close, you click, you will be taken to a website where you can buy, I don't know, Adidas, Nike shoes or nice Hugo Boss suits or whatever. Sorry for this is already an advertisement. They don't pay for me, sorry. And the second, the apartment buildings around that, that's not part of the original land sale, right? So this is the big dome where the racing Calido racing is going to happen. So who's going to own these apartment buildings? Who's going to be able to sell or rent them out? I tell you why. I'm thinking like everything is going to be free. And many people, I have many followers, and I'm making videos about how the metaverse is going to work. So people are keep asking me, why would anyone rent a land from you? Why would anyone want to rent something, a land from? So the answer is, imagine in a world like, for example, this is like an elite club, and you can only join if you have a membership there, right? So if you have a member, I mean, like this is a golf course, and you have to be a member to play on the golf course. Imagine that, okay, everything is going to be free at the beginning, so the players can join for free. They can have their one free vehicle, and they can purchase the rest. But imagine that, for example, there will be something like residency within the game. So in order to get this free something, or in order to use this, or in order to get messages, for example, like a post box or a post office or something like that, where you can collect your rewards or anything, you have to be resident. And for this residency, you have to show, like here in Spain, I have residency here, right? So you have to show an owner's contract. Either you have to be a land owner or a house owner, or you have to rent one, right? So imagine that all these apartment buildings that you've seen in the background is not really for sale. So we will not be able to buy it, just land or something, but those will be rentable, and that would give you a smart contract, which means you have a lease contract or something like that that proves that you have residency. So you can access other game assets. Wonderful. This is one reason why people would want to rent, because they are forced to rent if they want to use the game economics beyond the free option. I think this is a very good idea. If you want to use it, use it. It's good for me. I'm an investor. My assets will be worth more. And finally, the last thing, and I promise I finish.
But sometimes you gotta stop and Cornucopias wiki. Look at this.
Is this the Bubble Jet showroom, where you can just walk in? Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? This is from Jetsons for sure. So you can just walk in. I really, really like cars. I'm always buying and selling my cars. So I always just, I like to, so I really like to go to dealerships and just to see what's new, just to try one. Maybe I'm not buying it, but let's just try one and something like that. So I have a feeling like this is going to be huge. When you just walk in, you look around, you look at this, and then you go to the NFT marketplace and you buy exactly this. Bubble Jet Common at this moment, I think for not like 170, 180. That's beautiful. And then in the distance we can see the rest, but you never walked close. So guys, this is my thoughts about Cornucopias. I'm really happy to be a member of Cornucopias for 1 year. This is my anniversary. I should have got some muffin or something with a candle, and I wish something. What did I wish? Money, 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 money. Just joking. So I made this video for you guys in contribution, as a tribute and as a contribution, because you always say, I don't want OG status. It's not like that. I don't like chatting. I don't like empty chat for creating thousands of chat just to be OG or something. So it's just pure selfishness. I wanted to show my face. I'd like to be on the video. So my own Cornucopias experience is so far so good. There were some promises like vehicle and dome staking that were not prioritized. And I understand that this racing game is prioritized now because, first of all, it gives you technical. I forget to mention my background. I was a professional programmer for many years. So I've been testing systems. I've been developing systems. I've been... my other profession is problem solving. So if you can find out my webpage somehow, then you will see that I'm making consultations for people who have problems, either personal problems or business problems. You sit down and we talk through and things like that. So I understand your concept that you want this game for creating a fun base first, and also to test technically what are you capable of. But my expectations are a little bit more, so I'm waiting for the land rush to come, and obviously for the DOM use, because Facebook kicked everyone out with the money-making live videos. I'm looking for a new platform now. So I hoped I will have my dome. I have many domes, all the sizes, some rarities. And I'm imagining a stadium where, let's say, not the full size of me, but let's say 10 times of my real size is like a huge mic is there, and then I'm talking to my audience, unlike on Facebook when I'm sitting here and I'm talking to them on this very same table. So that would be a huge experience. I'm waiting for this. I'm not going to race, but I'm with you on this journey, guys. And maybe others will follow me and make fun videos also and share with you. Cornucopias, Discord, guys, it's been a fantastic 1 year. Thank you.